entire set of glass fiber filters with ePTFE filters. So we have a couple of pharmaceutical industries where they invested in our indoor air quality solutions to take care of health of their employees. So these are few set of esteemed customers. So we work across bandwidth, all the industries, though pharma calls for maximum attention from our end, but that our business is just not limited to pharma, but we spread across all the industries where clean air adds value to their business. That's from my end. Thank you so very much. Can we have a video of AstroPure, please?
It's not playing.
We will have a video run of our AstroPure unit. Post that, we will have a demonstration. How does the unit work? How does unit effectively absorbs the contaminants in the air, and how does it reduce the PM 2.5 count from 40,000 to 0 in span of 3 minutes? So we'll run the video first and then have the demo scene.
This link, whatever, send you this.
Thank you. Yeah. So to demonstrate what we saw, we are going to release aerosol, which you can see it's already started occupying the space around the unit. So it's kind of phasing out completely. Now it's that completely hazed out. So we will start the unit and then see how soon the smoke becomes invisible. And we also see the reading of PM 2.5 that can be seen on HMI unit that is placed on the AstroPure. So this is the HMI display. Now you can see PM 2.5 is almost 43,720 odd. Now we are starting the unit. You can see the turbulence. And these aerosols that are generated artificially that are in the range of 0.5 to 1 micron size. The smoke is almost gone. Now PM 2.5, what it was 43,000, now it's come down to 22. We'll allow it to settle down a little more and then see the reading again. Smoke is completely vanished. Okay, zero. So if I can continue the commentary up here, looking at this, it's come down to 207, 184, 174, yeah, 143. So it eventually come down to zero in span of time. So that's from the demonstration for AstroPure Premium. If you need this demo to be repeated, again, please come and ask. We can probably run it a couple of times more in next 1.5 hours. So please feel free to ask if you need to see the demo again. Thank you so very much.
All right. So, Deepak, your entire session was so insightful. Thank you so very much. So, if I'm going to open this session for Q&A, if anybody has any questions. But before that, I have a question. Well, after seeing all of this, like, I want to know, is this only for commercial and industrial, or can I use it at even my house?
We would love to have it supplied to your house. Um, though it's not, the product is not domestic or residential for residential purpose, but it definitely can be used for residential application as well. So right now it's being looked at industrial product.
All right. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is open for the floor is now open for Q&A. If any of you have questions, please put your hands up. We will come with a mic. Please tell us your name and which company you're from.
So can I have Deepak, Stanley around so that can I guess Praveen, Vidya? Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi everyone. It's Ponnayappan here from AAF Pharma, Osur. So I want to ask about this EPTFE model of this puppetry media. So I have three questions in that. So first one is, do we have any regulatory approval for this particular media what we are using? And second one is, how it suits for, whether it will suit for your tunnel HEPA filters where it goes around 350 degree or 320 degree. And third one is about the lifetime. So current typical model of HEPA filter goes 4 to 5 years of life in an average, 90-95%, and how it's going to be for this model.
Okay. Answer to your first question, there is no such regulatory approvals required on the filter media side, and this has been used. This media is in existence since last 30 years, and we have developed our proprietary media, which we call EFRM or EPTFE. This is widely used in microelectronics by default because glass fiber is not suiting to the microelectronics application where they are manufacturing the wafers or the semiconductors, which is more stringent clean room than the pharma. Okay. Second one, currently this media is not available for the high temperature applications where we are still stuck to glass fiber. But definitely we are working on the same and we will be coming up for the high temperature applications. And third, if you talk about the life, so when you see the comparison, the glass fiber media is starting from 250 Pascal as the initial pressure drop. Whereas the EPTF will be starting half of that, say 125, 150 Pascal as the initial pressure drop. Final pressure drops, what we recommend is based on the filter media strength where it can hold. So if you see the strength, PTFE can hold more strength, more pressure drop. But we don't recommend beyond say 500 or 750 Pascal because that will be adding to your energy consumptions. But it is starting from the lower stage, say 150. So you have a 100 Pascal difference in terms of life. I think that will answer your question.
Yeah. Thank you. The regulatory one point which I want to mention is because this media is going to be a food grade or it's going to be in line with our air quality maintained further down to this downstream of the filter. That's particularly I was asking this. As I understood because semiconductor field is going to be more stringent compared to this pharmaceutical, where these particles are very seriously taken over there.
Yeah, we have installations across applications and we have never seen any issues arising out. And the other advantage you might have seen in the comparison, the glass fiber, there are more chances of the media spreading out on the edges when we are folding the media. Whereas in PTFE that is avoided. So even this will be giving upper hand in the food industry where we don't want the media spreading out and contaminating the product.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Anyone? Any challenges that you are facing that we can know, we can address? Yes, please, sir.
Hi. My check. Hi, my name is Lankesh. I'm from Ante Biosensors. I would like to ask, what is the shelf life of an HEPA filter?
Yeah, shelf life for this HEPA filter normally, what we receive from the media supply could be 1 year. So, and also it depends upon the conditions for how the storage would be done. So, based upon the forecast, so how we are giving. So, normally we'll conduct like 1 year. That would be a shelf life. So, normally we would say.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, good evening all. Srinivas from Syngene Pharmaceutical. I'm from the procurement team. Yeah, you asked me about the challenges. Yeah, quality-wise, no comparison with the AAF with other products, but we could see some more competitors in the local markets. Compared to that, some it's a pre-filter kind of areas. We are finding some local competitors with you. Comparatively, my user used to prefer the AAF in certain areas. In that scenario, so the challenges we find is that your lead times. So, is there any improvements being taken care to improve your fast delivery, as well as to the regular customers? Is there any cost benefits in which way you've been considering in the long run to sustain that regular customers? I would like to know that.
Sure. So can I take that? Okay. So on lead times, this has been a continuous effort from our end. Now, the lead times that we had probably 2 years back is being reduced by at least 22% when we look at the average lead time that we are taking for pre-filters. If you see, uh, we have started manufacturing pre-filter in-house. The process and the equipment that we have bought is ensuring that the lead time is continuously would improve from customer perspective. And there are cases in recent time that I have observed we are able to supply pre-filters in span of 3 days, 4 days on special request. That could not be definitely not be a regular situation, but in need be we are there to support across. Uh, Having said that, the average lead time is being 2 to 3 weeks for pre-filters. If you have specific requirements, we can always address that. But having said all this, the best thing to happen for both of us, if you see value in our product, we can definitely engage in much earlier stage of the requirement and then plan our resources and material so that it is delivered to you on time. In spite we take 3 weeks, so we can start planning at least 4 or 5 weeks in advance so that it's reached when you need it. And when the requirement comes in last moment, you want it in 3, 4 days. Obviously, it would be a very cramped situation for the team to the quality. There has to be compromise in the entire supply chain, which generally we don't prefer. We believe in delivering the quality product which goes through the complete cycle of processes. So you help us, we will definitely help you.
I will add one or two points to that. For the key customers, we would like to have provide the maintenance contract or the filter management service where we can come audit your air handling units as well as all the filters, and we can suggest where is the right time to change it, so that based on that data we can keep the filters ready and we can deliver it the fastest possible.
Yeah, Vinayak here from the engine side. Okay, the first question is rightly asked, answered for the delivery period agreed. The second thing is how do you beat the market when it's coming to the commercials, specifically AAF, when we see the other players which are locally available, or even you can see the Maharashtra and other things when we go that. Particularly pre-filter and fine filter, there is no comparison on the pricing, so we cannot do that. I agree there might be the value and the quality, but how do you beat in a market? That's coming to again the HEPA filters. There is also we see the lot of the prices of on the higher side. So, what are the plans that you have to beat these markets, or how do you opt as a the pharma companies that give us some benefit on that, or whatever the plans apart from the delivery is okay, but so many other players okay.
Yeah, so yeah, as you told rightly, so players are there, but the thing is, the filters normally it's not like the filters what we are suggesting. It is with the actual thing. So the competitors what we are just had a comparison, it is not up to the mark. So now they will play with number of leads or pre-depth, but actually that is not a right thing. So whatever filters which we are doing, it has been tested, and also the as you rightly said, so we are about to launch some filters, whereas it can be compiled with like whatever prices. So we are closely working with our sales also on this. So we'll come up with a good price on this. And we are not compromising any like efficiency part or any pressure drop part. So it is maintaining same. And also we know what is the competitor products are. So we don't want to disclose here, but it will be in a right manner. So we'll come up on this.
Sorry to interrupt the experts, but I would like to take this question a little differently. We have no plans to beat those local players. Those will be beaten by themselves because the quality and the product which AF is going to maintain, we are not there in that market. Today, more than 60% of India's market is by unorganized players. And today we are having you here to understand what is the difference between AF and all those roadside players. You may find product which is half the cost of our products, but then same is the quality, same are the product features. So if I put it rightly, there are no plans to beat them. They will be beaten by themselves because there are many such players who are there. They start, they vanish. We are there for 100 years and probably we'll be there for another 1,000 years. Thank you.
We would also like to invite you to visit our factory where we can show you the right differences why the prices are higher.
And also in this media manufacturing technology also, that is also depends. So we are not like whatever media supply they are giving, so just we are blindly putting a G4 or N5 or X7, it's nothing like that. So we are going deep into that. So what is a media, what is a compositions and what is a recipe of that? I think local competitors, they will just assume. So supply will give it is a G4 or F7. So just they will claim and treat and they will submit, but they don't have any proper results. So as Deepak rightly said, you visit us, we will have a more discussion on this.
So we can help you derive the impact our filters could bring on your processes. Probably we can work upon few parameters, monitor it over 6 to 7 months. There can be a sample HU that could be given to us with our filters, compare it with other filters. There are many things that you can compare. Use of free filters eventually impacts the life of HEPA filter. So you can see how often you are replacing your HEPA filters, how often you are washing the competitors' free filters, because every wash would cost you money. You have to see the dust holding capacity. One, we can demonstrate the dust holding capacity by the established methods. Second, the dust holding capacity also ensures that your replacement cycle is delayed. That's again the cost saving. Efficiency, we can prove it on efficiency. So we'll look at the filtration efficiency, we look at energy efficiency, we look at the total cost of ownership of the filters that is in that AHU for span of 1 year, and it proves the reason why AFU is regarded as what AFU is today. Thank you.
And also in this media part, so whatever it is coming from our supplies, so it would be sent to our AF US CSC center, and also as Puranik mentioned in his presentation, we'll send to our Technology Innovation Center where it is in Osaka, Japan. So it will be verified, certified, and then we'll start our productions with all the necessary testing and certifications.
Yeah, thanks.
Good evening. I'm Praveen from Viatris. I have two questions to ask. The first one is this disposable pre-filters, whether it comes in a specific size or you can make it to our requirement.
Globally, we follow certain standards, so that's why we have specific sizes. But being in India, we have developed the product into aluminum frame, where we can give any size you want.
Okay, thank you. One more question. Whether this EPTFE filters is waterproof or moisture proof?
These are hydrophobic, so H2O2 compatible. And if you spill the water, it will not absorb or it will not leak like glass fiber. You can try it with the water right now in front.
Okay, thank you.
And one more thing, that disposable filter, what you are talking, I think if it is requiring minimum MOQ, so we can, because the disposable, so there is some process, so we need to develop some dies and everything. So that can be done if we are meeting MOQ. So, yeah, thank you.
We have a filter storage area in our facility. Is there any requirement of environment like temperature, moisture inside the storage area of HEPA filters where we store the filters?
Ideally, you should be keeping in the same packing what you receive. Typically, HEPAs are packed in a polythene bag, so we can protect it from the atmospheric changes. But certainly, the humidity may impact the glass fiber media because it will keep absorbing, as well as the dust can also go and choke your filter before using the same.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, good evening. This is Nitin from Biocom. My question, I have a couple of questions. One, I was happy to see that you've come with the Bibo unit. So is this being manufactured in India or it has to be sourced from abroad?
It's completely manufactured in India.
Bangalore unit.
Yeah, Bangalore. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And next is on the ISO 16890 filter standards, whatever we are using. So currently what we are facing is the delivery issues when I have to procure those filters for my EHUs. So how are we mitigating that? Because currently we are importing it from Malaysia, and that's actually a cause of concern for most of the units because we are slowly transitioning into the ISO category.
See, I wanted to speak about that also. Now, recently, the Bureau of Indian Standard, BIS, also implemented the same ISO 16890 directly in India. Okay. What we manufacture here, all the products are the global products which are manufactured US, Europe, Malaysia, and China. The only thing we don't have is that we don't have the certification for the ISO 16890. But there are cases where we have sent the filters made in India to either Malaysia or Europe lab of AF, where we have the complete rig of ISO 16890, and the filters are passed in that test. So the correlation chart what Deepak showed, that the G4 or F7 or F9 filters, how they can qualify for PM 2.5, PM 10 or PM 1 rating. So these filters are capable of qualifying the same thing. We don't need to import. Whatever we import from even for the Malaysia, that is having the same product. Only thing is that earlier we were using EN779, G4 or U series, Ashrai, MAU series, and this is ISO series. The filter is not changing. The testing methodology as well as the reporting values, which can be understood by the common people, because 90% 3 micron, 50% 10 micron, nobody understands what exactly I am buying. Where the ISO wanted to simplify it, PM course, PM 10, PM 2.5, PM 1. So anybody can understand this filter is rated for 10 micron, 50% efficiency, or 2.5 micron, 70% efficiency. So that is the only difference. So we can supply from the local filters which are manufactured. If you want the certificate, we can send one of the lot to get it tested and get it clarified on the testing parts also.
So, is there any tentative date, like or timeline, where you would be able to send it from India? Like you said, it's not the certified filters, but you have the same filters which can be supplied from India. But have you set a timeline for manufacturing the certified filters from India, like the test rig?
Test rig, we are planning, but again, see, the test rig is again a similar investment what we have done for the EN1822. So then the again commercials comes into picture. Okay, so I will prefer you buy this one. Because there is not a single change in terms of the media, the frame, the glue, or anything. Only thing is that the lab is there. We can send the sample out of here, which can be tested, and we can make whatever from the lot you select. I will send that. I will not change anything. You stamp, sign. We can give you the test report accordingly. Okay.
Thanks.
We are also in advanced discussion with Eurovent to have the certification from India. So it's all about volume. So we definitely appreciate and encourage this thought process from you, that you have decided to implement the ISO 16890 certified filters for even 3 and 5 stage of filtration. So you definitely want this thought process to really replicate in the industry. So that is something which could help us to cater to the needs from local factories as well. So as there is not as much need right now, so hence there is no the setup or facility. As the demand increases, we are very progressive thinkers. We have invested in so many things. The moment we see is this is what is going to engage us with the industry in next 2 years, there's going to be an investment. So yeah, but thanks for starting this, setting this trend.
Hi, good evening. This is Bhaskar from Biochem Biologics. I want to know about this system, the recovery time, and also its cutoff when it reaches some particular time. I mean, any set point is a per particle count, and after reaching some set point, it's stop. What is the power consumption?
Can I take that? Yeah, so this can be run 24/7. The idea is not to stop the machine. The more you recirculate the air through machine is the more cleaner the environment. Uh, so that is on cutoff. So you need not cut off. You use it. It's better. In terms of power consumption, it consumes not more than 0.3 to 0.5 kW at its highest speed. What was the third question?
Power consumption it told.
Yeah.
And also, how much volume it's, I mean, required.
So this is 1000 CFM unit. So 1000 CFM unit caters to 1000 square feet when it's run at 6 ACPH. Now you want to use the same unit for 2000 square feet, you have to run it at 3 ACPH, air cycles per hour, air changes per hour. So that's how you can decide on the number of units that you would want to go for the space that you want to protect or mitigate the risk of infection.
This equipment comes with the standard size, so you have based on volume or location you design.
We have the size starting from 250 CFM, 250 CFM, 500 CFM, 1000 CFM, and 2000 CFM. So that is a set of products that we have. So this is premium product which can be used starting from 400 CFM to 1000 CFM. Same unit can be used from 4000 CFM, 400 CFM to 1000 CFM.
Thank you. Thank you.
An extension to your question, as you said, he talked of 2 ACPH. Now, ACPH is a requirement according to the need of the place, where you use it actually. If there is a lot of dusty environment, you will have to change the ACPH also. So there is a chart for what kind of application in an office kind of a scenario. If the recommended is between 3 to 6, generally we take 6 ACPH, and therefore he said 1000 for square feet for 1000 CFM machine. So accordingly, you have to see the application and put the machine. We can help you in deciding what should be the ACPH for that requirement.
Yeah, while talking, a lot of questions are, well, let us discuss, because the filter replacement, other questions are there. Separately, we can discuss.
Okay. So some related to your field, like you design the production areas based on the product. There you change the ACPH. Yes. Similarly, if it is office area, it is activity center, it is a restaurant, Based on that, we recommend certain air changes, whether you should go with 6 ACPH, means cleaning the air every 10 minutes, or cleaning the air every 20 minutes or 5 minutes. Depending on the occupancy application, it changes. It has the display where you can see the pressure drop of all the stages of the filters. Based on that, you can decide when to change the filter. So that is very easy. We can do it by ourselves also.
It's interesting.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like you all have a lot of questions. If you still have questions, you can ask them. You can put your hands up and we'll come to you with the mic. So we have some good news for you, and the good news is that the bar is now open. And please join us for dinner and cocktails, ladies and gentlemen. We have our team right here. If you have any questions, you can always connect with them. And if you have any questions with them right now, you can still connect with them. All right. Relax, guys. Okay. So the girls out there get too excited about the questions and the quiz. So here it goes. Someone is going to win. And who is that going to be? Okay, so all you have to do is take out your phones and you will have to scan the QR code and take part in this quiz. Once you take part in this quiz, the person with the right answer will walk away with a surprise goodie. All right. Can I see? I don't see the last table doing it. You don't want to win any prize? Anybody? Come on. Let's see you all take out your phones. All you have to do is scan the QR code which is on the screen. I mean, obviously the team will already know the answers, but it's not applicable to you. I can see a lot to them from the team, from the American Filter team to who are also scanning the code. It's not applicable to you. So it's very simple, very easy. All you have to do is scan the QR code, take part in the quiz, and one lucky winner will walk away with something very, very exciting. That's right, Deepak. So, ladies and gentlemen, the bar is now open. The dinner is served as well. Thank you so much for taking time out and being here with each one of us today. The team is right here with us. You can always connect with them. You could ask questions. You can have another demo if you want. So yes, don't miss your chance to be here and take part in every single thing that we have planned for you. Thank you. This is me, MC Tejaswi, signing off. Good night.